My man Keith Olbermann has had an interesting career. He's been a sports guy. He wound up being a political commentator. I think he was on GQ for a while. And he just came out with a video that is something I could not agree with more. He says Merrick Garland must go. It's a quick one. Let's have a listen.
Merrick Garland must resign, and if he won't, Joe Biden must fire him. Not because Garland appointed a special counsel, that will probably work to Biden's advantage, but because somebody at Garland's Department of Justice leaked the story of this entire investigation, and because Garland first entrusted this entire investigation to a Trump appointee, and now he has entrusted this entire investigation to a different Trump appointee.
Okay, so two things right off the bat. He's put a lot fast there. I appreciate it, but let's break it down. So, step one, why did we even know about the documents investigation with Biden? Remember, in a previous video, I told you we only knew about the documents investigation with Trump because Mar-a-Lago got raided. And then Trump put out a statement to the public. We didn't know that he had stolen documents till he said so. Now, whether you agree with it or not, it's because that's the way it's generally handled with the Department of Justice. How come we knew about the Biden documents investigation? Because the Department of Justice handled Biden differently than Trump. Trump is a conservative. They get the kid gloves. Biden is, well, he is a conservative, but he's on the side. He's a moderate Democrat. Meaning they don't get the kid gloves. So Garland assigns this to a Trump appointee. That is what you do when you are trying to please Trump fans. Why is Merrick Garland trying to please anybody? Are we going to pretend like Donald Trump did wise appointments? Donald Trump only cared about himself. He has made that clear. Pretending otherwise is nonsense. I believe Merrick Garland should have been fired when, after a year and a half, we didn't have any progress, at least publicly known, on the investigations into Trump's many crimes, into the things in the Mueller report from 2019 that Robert Mueller said Trump could get indicted for. He said there was nothing preventing the Department of Justice of doing that once he left office. So, when we hit 2022 and there were elections wherein people who were involved apparently in the fake electors plot were allowed to be on the ballot because there were no indictments, were elected in some cases. The Lieutenant Governor of Georgia right now, the Lieutenant Governor of Georgia is one of the people who was apparently involved in the fake electors plot. Yes, we should have canned Merrick Garland a while ago. I will let Mr. Oberland finish.
As special counsel. And this guy has his own page on the website of the Federalist Society. Merrick Garland must go. Not because he's corrupt, but because he's an idiot. All that and more on the Friday podcast for Countdown, available now wherever you podcast.
I like Keith. I like that he doesn't mince words, certainly not in that YouTube short. But no notes for Mr. Olbermann. Good Lord. For Keith. No notes. Garland's got to go. He's an ineffective attorney general. He is exactly what I would expect a Democrat to appoint. He is feckless. He just has no courage, and he has no understanding of the purpose of his being there. He confuses pleasing people with being fair. I feel like he's got to go. There is a route you can take, however, if you're interested in justice and you don't think that it's very likely that Joe Biden, the centrist of the centrists, is likely to replace Merrick Garland. State investigations have been opened into Donald Trump. There are 2 state investigations regarding election tampering, which Trump did in 2020. Look at the list I included. If you're from one of the 5 states in that list, your attorney general could choose to pursue charges, state charges, against Donald Trump, which, by the way, would make us immune from getting Trump rescued by a dumbass Democrat president who would try to give him a pardon. Seems insane. I wouldn't put it past him. Let's make that not even an option. Use the list, contact your AG, say you want state charges filed against Donald Trump for the elector plot. Rather, specifically, you want an investigation opened, a state investigation, because you do not trust that Merrick Garland will protect your vote. He's already demonstrated that he won't, because the 2022 election came and went. Trump has announced he's running for president again. We've yet to see the indictment on anything. Get to it. That is what you can do. If you are from Michigan or Georgia, I do recommend you write them anyway, your attorney general, and you tell them, good job. It's worth encouraging them too. Fire and ice. Well, this has been WYCD Wicked. That stands for What You Can Do. I've been your old pal Jake. I'll see you next time.